Welcome everybody to PinstripeChronicles, your best source for the most entertaining take on the Yankees. I am Tats. I am here with Donald, and we have finished what was a great week with the three series against the AL East, two with the Rays and the Blue Jays in the middle of it. And going 7-2 was huge. It really cements our position in the AL East as the powerhouse. I think we continue to show that we are going to be the team to beat as the season progresses, because it doesn't seem like anybody has caught up to us. We are not beating ourselves. We find ways to win, whether the pitching needs to shut it down or the offense needs to light it up. It's all been working, gelling together. But yesterday was just, it was a Yankee game that we expected to see. Good pitching. Monty wasn't his best, but he wasn't terrible. Solid defense and timely hitting. The power shots. Judge had 2 home runs. Trevino's huge home run. So
I'm excited to talk about that.
Let's start talking about the game. So Donald, what did you think that was as much of a nail biter as it portrayed itself as the game was being played?
Oh, hell yeah, that was a fun comeback because when we went 4-1 down, I wasn't happy with Monty's performance, but I was really happy with the fact that we were continually putting a bunch of people on base, and we didn't quite get that big hit for a couple of innings, and then Aaron Judge obviously hit that big home run. His second home run was huge to kind of get us back in with a shout. And then Trevino with what a moment that was. That is exciting.
Yeah, Trevino's been giving us those moments.
He has. He's so clutch.
Yeah.
There is a legitimate shout now that he could be an all-star. I think that if you look at his numbers, I think that there's a legitimate chance that he could be an all-star, and I think well-deserved too. Great trade. He's clutch. He's just one of those guys that you could totally fall in love with as a Yankee fan, where he's kind of a gritty guy. He came here unheralded. All he was known for is his pitch framing and defense, but not necessarily, certainly not his bat. And his bat has been tremendous this year in terms of with runners in scoring position or with runners on. He's just a different guy. And that's why Aaron Boone shows more trust in him in these situations, because his numbers are really good. So that's why I didn't really agree with some of Rob's takes there, where he's like, "Oh, I would have, kept Joey Gallo in situations, or I would have pinch hit Joey Gallo and for Trevino, in games where Trevino's not playing." And no, I disagree. I think Trevino is the man that you want with runners in scoring position. And he stepped up again, clutch home run. And he's been such a difference maker, and that's what's been special about this year, is that in any given day there's going to be a new hero. And Trevino's been a hero on a number of occasions already, but he was certainly the hero again last night. But so was Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, once again, pay the man. What more does this man need to do?
Yeah.
And moonshots after moonshots to win this ball game. So yeah, it was a fun game. Real great comeback, and Holmes was terrific at the end. Shout out to King, shout out to Schmidt. I think Schmidt, King, and Holmes were great. I don't think Monty was good, but the bullpen was great.
Yeah, I think they said it was the most runs he gave up so far this year with Monty. And yeah, they're kind of hitting that, it seems like the lower guys in the rotation, or the perceived, bottom guys, because really none of them have been pitching like bottom line rotation. We're starting to see a little the human side of them, and which is fine. You expect it. Nobody is invincible. Yeah, everybody has those games. But the fact that he was able to just keep grinding it out, it didn't look like by the third inning, it didn't look like he was going to make it through the fourth inning. And the fact that he was able to go as long as he did to give the bullpen a little more time to situate itself, that's what this team has done. That's what this pitching staff has been doing. They will make sure that, they might get hit around a little bit, but they're not going to let it get it away from them. Just to Paredes again. Stop pitching to him. He starts off the scoring with a home run, and we're like, oh shit, here we go again. It's insane. So, but I expect a much better outing next time through with Monty. He's one of those. He owns his mistakes. He knows. He'll be studying to see what was working, what he did.
You're a big Monty stan, Tats. You're a big Monty stan.
I've been that way since he came up. I do. I really like watching Monty pitch.
What do you like about him?
I like his poise on the mound. He never looks shaken up. He never. He is very self-critical. Not well. I'm a major league ball player. I don't have to worry about anything. He holds himself accountable to everything. When he has a good game, he throws all the credit to the catching staff and the defense. He is a very selfless player. It's not about him. Very humble, yeah, and that's what I like about him.
For some reason, I'm not the biggest Monty fan, but I certainly agree with the poise that he shows on the mound, and I certainly think that he is an excellent number 4 starter in any rotation. So, and that's that's definitely an important thing to have. And he's had a big year. He's had a good year.
He's one of those pitchers where he's not at the top of anybody's favorite list. Maybe mine, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's one of those pitchers that if he was to reach the free market, teams would be stumbling over themselves to sit down with his agent. So that says something about it, how he is as a commodity to a team.
That's true. I think he would command money on the open market. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's valuable what he gives you. I mean, he eats up innings. He doesn't get hurt. He doesn't have great stuff, but he does have a lot of poise on the mound, and he's certain. I think he's got a plus curveball, and he keeps hitters off balance, and he pitches to contact, and it's weak contact, and that's what I like about him. I don't think he's got the greatest stuff. Is my only criticism, but I mean, that's not really.
No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not naive to that.
Yeah, but I certainly think that there's, I think he's like Andy Pettitte light, without this stuff.
Yeah,
he's Andy Pettitte, in terms of his poise on the mound and his determination to get whatever it takes to make it work on that given night. Even if he's not firing on all cylinders, he always usually finds a way to make it work, and he very rarely has let us down. And once again, he didn't let us down yesterday either. He kept us in the game, as you say.
Yeah, and we're only talking about 4 runs. It's not like he gave up a 10 spot.
Yeah.
His 4 runs, were like, wow, that really wasn't Monty's best performance.
I know, but that's what's great about this rotation is once you get 4 runs, you go, that's terrible outing. That's disgraceful.
But your 4 or 5 starter gives up 4 runs. You're like, that was great.
Yeah.
When now it's like, that really wasn't his best because of the way that this rotation has been feeding off each other.
That's right.
And it's just the way that this Yankee team has carried itself this year.
Yeah.
They'll make adjustments throughout the game. They don't, they'll celebrate the win while getting ready for tomorrow. Or they'll shake off a loss and just move on to the next game.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw, which is especially why it was very true, right, to believe that Judge was going to have a good game yesterday. After that last out of the middle game of the series with Rosarina making the catch, it was almost like it was destined for him to make a statement.
Mm-hmm.
No, all right, you got me that time. Catch this. Yeah. And
it even happened in the previous at bat when he struck out in a big spot. I believe the bases loaded, and he struck out on a 3-2 pitch in the dirt, and I was shocked that he even swung at it.
Yeah.
But it was sort of like Judge was like, "Okay, you got me that time, but wait till the next time." And he came back with vengeance the next at bat and just crushed it, and that's what led to the comeback.
Yeah. When you get it to 4-2, you're like, all right, that's all you need is a bloop and a blast. That old mantra.
Yeah.
And lucky enough, with some good base running and an error, we were able to get the third run. So it was the second run was off the error.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So the second one was on the error, and then Judge corrected his strikeout, getting a home run.
That's right. And then 4-3, and Trevino hit the 2-run,
which you almost saw coming with Trevino, because he was he, like you said, he's been clutch, and it almost just had this feel like, all right, you're not going to beat us 2 games in a row. You were able to do that the last time in Tampa. That we split the series, they won the final 2 games, but this team doesn't beat themselves. I think that's been the key this year. They don't let games really get away from them. Where it's like, all right, it's not our day. One game that we reference, that Twins game, that's the only game you felt like they just didn't feel like they were in it.
That's right.
And we're almost closing out the calendar month of June, and they only have one game that got away from them. I mean, come on. It's amazing. How can anybody doubt this team that they can go deep?
Well, yeah, they're the class of American League East. Like, there's no question now. I mean, I think that the Astros are legit, but we were really worried about Toronto going into this year, and they're having a good year, but we're just that much better.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't dismiss Tampa yet. We're still very early, and they're having an okay year to this point. I think they'll probably make a late run. I probably think Boston will too, but again, we're considerably better than them. We are the class of the American League East. It's been a pleasure to watch them. As you say, every single game you're guaranteed a fun game of baseball. You're guaranteed that we're going to be in it to the end. Whether we win every single game, no, but we're going to have a chance to, and that's what's fun. It's been different, and what I'm loving is the idea that there's actually an element of clutch about this team now. I've been disenfranchised and disheartened for a number of years prior to this year because I kind of felt that we were really bad with runners in scoring position, and there wasn't really that much of a clutch element about this team, and there wasn't that much fight about this team, but now there is this year. There's a lot of fight this year. There's a really good chemistry. They're galvanized, and they all play off each other. As you see, the rotation plays off each other, and the lineup play off each other. You're going to struggle to find a better top of the order than LeMahieu, Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, Torres. I mean, that's a special lineup, and it's proven that way. And I can't say enough about the way that Boone has helped galvanize a really positive locker room influence. I think he's done a really good job this year with that. I think he's managed pretty well as well. And yeah, it's just a different vibe about this team, and it's exciting. I mean, it's a historic winning streak right now, or winning record at this point. And I just feel we're going to go from strength to strength, and I can't wait to see because we're going to be in person. We're going to be seeing these games against the Astros. I'm going to Nasty Nestor night on Friday. That's going to be fun with my other pod colleagues, and it's going to be fun. And then we've got the game on Saturday
with the NYY News.
At NYY News. There's still tickets, guys. Go check it out.
Yeah, join the fun.
Chance to meet us. You got to meet Tats. I mean, my God, Uncle Tats. The stories of the time he's seen all 27 championships.
Yeah.
So you got to go meet Uncle Tats, and you can reminisce about the golden days of Joe DiMaggio, and Yogi Berra, and Joe Pepitone. So listen, it's I think that'll be a great game for any viewers who don't have a ticket yet. Go and check it out and go meet us. It'll be a lot of fun. And shout out to Pete Simonetti and the NYY News team for the great job that they do. Good friend of our show, so it'd be good to support them too. And we digress. I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing them in person. It's a special team, and I can't wait to just have a small part to play in the stands. It's going to be a pleasure to do so. Now, you Tats, you've already experienced that. You saw a great game, didn't you?
Oh, this year, yeah. I was at the Tyone game where he almost had the perfect game going into the eighth.
Yeah.
I'm
glad that you sounded like you almost forgot it, Tats. It only happened a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can remember my perfect game from 1999. You almost had a perfect game from 10 days ago. You're like, when was that? What? All right, so guys, maybe not ask him to reminisce about the previous 27 championships because he can't remember what happened 10 days ago. So,
believe me, anybody that's seen, when we used to do the trivia spots, I am not. My memory is not what a sports fan should be.
I know,
and I'm keeping it kind for myself because my memory is atrocious.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, so you had a game there, didn't you, Ted? Did I? Oh yeah, that near perfect game. Oh yeah, that one.
Well, I have been lucky in my going to games that I have seen great games. But there were some that just stand out more than others. As soon as you hear going to a game, that one honestly, I might have spaced out for a second, but no, that was a phenomenal game.
I love when I put you on the spot. It's just
I know.
Help!
Why did we not take today off? I don't understand. I can't just throw it to Rob. I'm stuck.
No, I know. You got no help now, man. You don't have your friend to help you.
But no, to break down the Astros series a little bit, to preview. So we have Tyone going against Valdez for tonight's game to kick it off. And Tyone's coming in 8-1 with a 2.70 ERA. Valdez 7-3 with a 2.78 ERA.
Whoa!
So you can't get the comparisons can't be any closer.
Yeah, those
just
guys
on that aspect alone.
Got a legit shot of both being in the All-Star team.
Yeah,
with those numbers. I think Tyone merits it. It'd be hard to argue against him meriting a spot in the All-Star team. I mean, I'm already seeing a bunch of guys going in this team that have legitimate. In fact, why don't we go through it? Which ones are All-Star candidates for you right now for the Yankees? So we go through it.
Overall or pitching staff?
We'll go through it, and we'll go through the whole team, right, as much as we can, and we'll see which ones.
Staff.
Okay, we'll start with Garrett Cole. Do you think Garrett Cole deserves an All-Star? Sure.
I think he gets the votes because it's Garrett Cole.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with my green screen right now.
Yeah. It's as flustered as you are.
Yeah. I would say, to start, I'd say it's a toss-up between, between Cortez and Tyone.
Okay, so I think Garrett Cole does deserve an All-Star spot, so I think he'll get it. And I think Tyone should get it. And I would say, yeah, Cortez deserves it. Well, not even a question. So I think 3 starters should get it. How many would you say?
No, I think 3 out of the 5 starters will be in.
So you think of the same 3,
No,
or
I
did
think
you just say
no.
2?
Cole's gonna get an All Star now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying he's not. If I had it, for going off of without the, without looking at the names on the jersey, if you're just looking at their numbers, I think Cole would be the bottom of the 3.
Okay, but
Yeah.
They're the 3 candidates that you would say. I mean, I wouldn't have dismissed Severino at one point either. I mean, I think he's having a really good year too. But yeah, 3. Then bullpen, I think Holmes
and
is
King. That's really it.
questionably. Yeah, I don't know if I give it to King, but I would certainly give it to Holmes.
No, Holmes is a lock for an All Star.
Yeah,
he's got.
It's unbelievable.
It would really, if he's not there, if he doesn't get the votes, that means that baseball's not paying attention.
100%. He's got it. So that's 4, right? Now we go to position players. Rizzo, first base. Yes or no?
Oh, absolutely.
I would say so too. I think he deserves it. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of competition at first base.
See, the problem
and I think
is,
what would be fun is maybe next week we maybe do our own All-Star ballot. Yeah, that might be fun. But yeah, Rizzo I think merits it. So yeah, Torres, I voted for him actually. I think he merits it too. Would you?
I think the resurgence from Torres is All-Star caliber.
Yeah, I mean I would say so. So now we're up to 6. Shortstop, Fluffle.
No.
100% no. Okay. Third base, Donaldson.
No.
Absolutely not. Not even a chance. So that's
Trevino, yes.
Trevino, yeah. I think Trevino, yeah. I think he deserves a nod. I don't think there's that much competition.
No. It's him and now. It's between right now. The way it stands is between him and Alejandro Kirk from Toronto.
Okay,
because Kirk is having himself a career year.
Very good year. Yeah. So you can make a legit case of Trevino. So we're up to what, 7 now?
Yep.
Then we get to the outfield. Judge. Of course. MVP.
Unanimous.
Pay the man. Gallo.
No. No.
Oh, how good did Gallo look yesterday, by the way? And who said I was jet lagged? Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. Sorry. Aaron Hicks.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I know. It's not even a conversation. Get him.
No, there is no way. You don't even let him fill out a ballot.
I know his name doesn't even deserve. I don't even think his name is on the ballot at the moment.
No,
he's that bad.
Stanton, yes.
Stanton, yeah. I think Stanton. I mean, he's been cold lately.
But
I mean, listen, a hot streak between now and July would get him in the All-Star team.
I think, to be fair to Stanton, we put him in the reserves. He's a reserve player.
He was an automatic starter for me until this cold streak that he's on, because he was batting in the 280s. Now he's down to like 248, and the power numbers are declining a little bit. I mean, he's actually still having a great year, but and I'm a big Stanton stan, so I still think that a hot streak from him will put him in the over the top. So I think you can make that argument too. So there's an argument for 8 Yankees off the top of my head that have legit all-star contenders. That's amazing. I don't even think there's any other team in the majors that could say that there's 8 players, regulars, that have a legit chance at being all-stars.
Yeah,
not many.
we're definitely going to have to do our own ballots just for the fun of it. Because we didn't get to, I don't think we did it last year. I don't think no.
Because I wouldn't have given anybody an all-star nod last year.
Yeah, I think last year we just ignored the
Stanton. That was it.
We talked about the All-Star game, but we didn't do a ballot. It's because it just wasn't fun for us last year.
Yeah, it was.
But no, this year we got to do the All-Star ballot.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Yeah,
I think everybody would enjoy watching that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, no, that was interesting though. So no, you can make an argument for 8 guys. That's crazy. Shows the depth of this team. And then you also got guys like Matt Carpenter, who, for all intents and purposes, have already outplayed he certainly outplayed Hicks, and he's outplayed Gallo, and he's outplayed Falafel, and he's outplayed Donaldson in a very short sample size. That's how good he's been. So I've been really happy with Matt Carpenter. I think he's been a really great addition.
Yeah.
Marwin Gonzalez as well. He's I'm not saying these guys are all-stars. I'm just saying they've been really good role players. It's just the depth in this team is crazy.
No, it really is. It's almost unfair. About how dominant and it's the other teams. It's almost like because we've been hearing this whole narrative. Because I was hesitant to bring this up because I want to get through the Astro series before really, playing this right. This part, but the whole thing is the Yankees haven't played any good teams. Well, even the teams that are deemed good, we've handled.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, well, wait till you play the Rays, or wait till well, we played them. We just played them 6 times in a week.
Yep.
They only took 1 game from us. So next.
Next. Love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's nothing to worry about. This has just been a fun baseball season.
I agree. I think we should live in the moment and enjoy every game and not look too far ahead.
Yeah.
Because this is a special year and it's fun, and I certainly don't want to spoil it by only focusing on October. We're a long way away from October, so just enjoy each game. Each game is adding something different. It's fun, and Yankee fans are into it. The stadiums are fun. Oh, can we just talk about Tampa Bay Stadium again?
I mean, do we have to?
Oh my god, it's such a
I hate that place.
What the hell? Wasn't Judge's home run people lost it?
They thought it was in the catwalk. I mean, come on. It's baseball. How do you have place?
Oh, it's ridiculous. You saw the camera pan to people in the stands. They didn't know where the ball went, and they were pointing it different. Is it there? Where is it?
Actually, the one comment I will have about the stadium was on the radio broadcast. Ricky Ricardo's been filling in for John Sterling with Susan. And he goes, and they were talking about how that the left side of the stadium was all the Yankee fans, and the handful of Rays fans were on the other side.
It's so true. It was all Yankee fans.
I'm saying that, not Ricky. But he was saying, all the Yankee fans were on the left side. It was almost looked like a high school game where you sit on your side of the bleachers and we'll sit on our side of the bleachers. I'm like, how sad is that? That 3/4 of your stadium is here to see the away team.
That's a joke. That's why the Rays are a joke, and I can't take them that seriously because they don't have a fan base.
It's like they're on the wrong side of the river. They need to go where the other guys
don't have a fan base.
Plus,
Florida is a bunch of New Yorkers and retired.
You can't even say it was because of the Stanley Cup, finals, because it's all the time. So it's not because everybody was at the hockey game.
It's true. Most of Florida are New Yorkers. Look at Rob.
Yeah.
So that's hilarious. But no, they don't really have a fan base. And it's a shame for them because they're a good organization. They can't seem to galvanize much of a fan base. I mean, all of the stadium I saw yesterday were Yankee fans. Hilarious. But no, just a comment on that stadium. It's a joke. I mean, why can't Major League Baseball do something about this? I mean, it's just, how can anyone like play professional sport in that arena? It's not you can't hit balls that high and then they hit off ceilings and then not know what to do with it. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
a freaking joke.
Down the third base line, I noticed there's picnic tables and deck chairs and stuff. Like, what is this? Is that a stadium? Like what is that? Like, oh my god!
That's a ballpark. You know, baseball it does. You know, like George Carlin said. You know, baseball gives you that picnicky kind of feel. You know, and you know, you go there, you have a good time. You know, you enjoy yourselves. You know, it doesn't get too tense. Have you ever heard the George Carlin skit, Baseball and Football?
No, but please.
No, you got to look that up.
It.
I'm actually gonna send. I might even put the link of it in this video.
Are you going to reenact it for us?
No, I am not going to try to. I am not going to try to reenact George Carlin. I would not do him any good. But it's
come on.
It's one of my favorite comedy skits.
Okay.
For me, it's up there with Who's on First.
Okay. That's going way back.
Yeah. Oh, I remember when it first did.
I know, that's it. So there you go. It's just Tats' age.
I was front row, Abbott Costello. Oh my god! It's, you know what? It's the vibes this year have just been fun, and you know, tonight we're gonna keep the fun rolling, put Astros in their place. You're gonna hear all the chants. I'm not gonna repeat them. We all know them. So it's just gonna be a good weekend. Donald and I will be there on Saturday for the NYY News event, and so get your tickets. It's well worth it. If you want, go follow NYY News on Twitter. All the breakdown of everything you're getting for your ticket is there, and it's going to be worth every penny.
Yeah.
Even without the game, it's worth the money. Just the amount of people that, you know, we interact with on social media that will be there to finally sit down and talk baseball face to face. That's worth the price of admission, and you get a bowl game on top of it. So
perfect.
On that note, we will be signing off. Just remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out our social media in the description. Check us out on sportnative.com/player, on Northeast Streaming Sports on Roku. Wear your pinstripes with pride and play hard.